Taurus, this is your Lunar Eclipse in Pisces tarot reading. We're going to do a Celtic cross today just because I want some different messages. Here, we are going to do our oracle first. So let's see what oracle we have for Taurus. Ooh, looky there. Geneva. This is one of my favorite cards. I love this one. She who radiates. Knowing, ambition, and confidence. Ooh, I like that. Taurus. I love that card. All right, let's get Queen of the Moon here. Excuse me. All right, still, this is my first voice this morning, so it's kind of raspy. Okay. Here we go. Ooh, surrender. Waning crescent with a 26. A little bit more coffee in our blood system here. So I feel like surrendering to the divine, surrendering to your sense of knowing, your intuition. I'm not sure if you've been not listening to it, because that could really kick you in the butt if you don't listen to your intuition. It's there. Sometimes it screams at you. We can misinterpret things, though. Certainly can. We can misinterpret signs. Take me home. Pathway to true love. Wow, look at that. Kind of similar colors as that one there with 1111. Maybe you're seeing that number a lot. You know, it's a divine confirmation, I think, when you start seeing repeating numbers. All right, Celtic cross. Let's see. For Taurus. All right, here we go. All right, you. Oh, look at that. You're the sun. This is clarity. This is knowing. Also, you know, confidence, ambition. I can see that. She who radiates, or he, depending on, you know, if you're male or female. This is wonderful. This is Leo energy. But, wow, yeah, that's very nice. I love it. Let's see what's crossing. 4 swords. R&R, right? Your subconscious. 9 of cups. That's nice. Recent past. 8 of cups. There's our eclipse energy. There it is. Your current mind, your focus. 2 of pentacles. Near future, we have the Emperor. Wow. Look at this reading already. So, how you feel, your environment. Oh, nice. Fears or hopes. And then the last one. Oh, the Devil, Capricorn. All right, well, we'll see what that means. If we have to get some clarifiers, we will. We will. So right now, Taurus, look at this. Wow. You are just radiating. You are a light in the darkness. It feels like you already have so much happiness in your life. When I do your readings, you feel like you have goals. You set, it's like you reach your goals. You know how to, you just know how to do it. You maybe not even had anybody explain to you how to have direction. You just have had it. And with the sun, this is just so wonderful. It's just knowing your path, knowing where you're going, and doing really what you want to do. You're doing what makes you happy. It could have been something that you've always wanted to do, maybe something, you know, since you were a child. This feels very carefree, easygoing energy. If this isn't how you are now, this could be what you are moving into. You know, things being easier. And it feels like there's some type of R&R coming towards you. This is also indicative of healing, because we have the 3 of Swords here. And you could have clarity over things that you need to heal or have healed. It feels like you've already done the healing, though, honestly, because this is in your past energy. Yeah, you know, I mean, this is great. this is amazing here. To have the Nine of Cups in your subconscious, it's the subconscious is, for this to be there, this self-sufficient happiness, because we also have the Sun card, it tells me at your core, you're a genuinely, truly happy person. And you're probably more accountable for your happiness than most people. A lot of people tend to inadvertently put stipulations on their happiness, or they'll put it in someone else's hands. If you do that again, you're going to make me angry. You know what I mean by that? So they kind of give away that control, that power over their own happiness. But this is like, at your core is what I'm feeling, is that this is something that you've already learned. It is something that is inherent to you, of knowing who is worth your emotion on a very deep level, whether you realize this or not. That's why it's kind of subconscious energy. You probably, with this there, you I would say you would attract the right people. But being a really good person like this, people you could also attract, not so good people, toxic people. But this would say you have the ability to see them for what they are, and to just straight up walk away, if you don't feel like they have your best interest at heart. There's a lot of, I feel like, intuition here with who you deal with. The Eight of Cups, this is our eclipse energy we're coming into. This, in your past energy, has said that you've had to walk away from things and not be so generous with certain people. I think for a lot of us out there, and I am speaking from my own experience, is that we'll give until we realize, oh, well, you know what? They don't really deserve it. And that's enough, really, for the toxic kind of people, because they'll just take whatever they can get from anyone. And the fact that you stop giving, it kind of, I think it might irritate them just a little bit, but they'll find another source of supply, whatever it is they want. They'll just move on. It's irritating they can't tap you for whatever it is. It could be emotions, it could be other things as well. They'll move on eventually, and they really won't care. That's the thing with toxic people. They just won't care. So what we're going through right now is a bit karmic. It's about releasing karmic things. There's no better time. So there is an aspect of releasing, walking away from things that just don't serve you anymore. And that's what we always say with the Eight of Cups. They're there, they're filled, they're not spilled, the cups aren't broken, they're giving you something. It's just not what you want. So we have Mercury direct right now, as of, I think, today. And so communication with yourself and with spirit is going to be more fluid, more open, and you'll be able to see, especially with that Sun card at your center, what needs to be done for your best health, for you, and how walking away from certain things is really the best thing you can do. Your focus right now, though, is the Two of Pentacles. So I don't feel like this is treading water. Sometimes I do. I feel like you're focused now. You might be focused on more than one thing. I mean, we all have many balls up in the air. This is like a card of juggling and balance, right? You might have focused more on one thing and then less on another. It just depends on, what's going on with you. I do see and feel some type of balance. I think you would know when you get out of balance, because then if you get out of balance, this water here, your emotions start to come in, right? So I think your emotions is your temperature gauge when it comes to dealing with your resources. That's what I'm feeling here. It's it helps you understand where your focus needs to go with this juggling. And it could be that it's time to rest a little bit. That we kind of want balance here. Sometimes there's a push to get something done, to finish something, and so we might put most of our attention on this one thing. But it's also a time for rest as well. That might be what you're more focused on right now, is the resting and recuperating. That's what I'm feeling there. In your near future, you have the Emperor. Now, this could be one of two things. This could be you being in a place of authority and power in your life or at work, however this resonates with you. Or this could be a person coming in that is going to be crossing your path. This is someone who's very much in charge and authority in whatever they do. You know, someone who's ready to take on any challenge. This is all of the kings combined, so very stable. It very well could be you. So it just depends on how that situation suits you. But this is I think it's a great card. It's not, there's the ambition and confidence and knowing right here also in this card. If you're in that aura within you, you could be attracting another person like that, male or female, it doesn't matter. But I don't know. I was going to say something else, but then it kind of slipped away. So if it comes back up, we'll do it. So this card here represents either advice or how you're kind of feeling right now. And we could take it either way. The thing with the Four of Cups is no effort, not trying to do something different. And I think the situation could be calling on trying something new, trying something different, you know, because if you want to make a different cake, you have to use different ingredients. And so what we see here is a gentleman, not one of my favorite cards, the Four of Cups. This is someone who's kind of bored, who isn't happy with the choices they've made or the choices they've been given, perhaps. I don't know. It depends on your situation. At one point, they were, you know, good, kind of like that Eight of Cups, but there's something coming in for you here. I think you're going to be more discerning with these energies of not being satisfied. And I think you're going to be more willing to either change what this is for you or just move away from it altogether. And so that's what I'm feeling with this card here. It's to get up and get moving. If you don't like what's happening around you or within you, you know, unhappiness on some level is what I'm feeling here. Something new needs to happen, some type of change. That's what I'm feeling here. Because there is more around you, but I feel like the recipe needs to be tweaked a little bit. Something needs to shift here. In your environment, you have the Two of Cups. So a lot of love and support, soulmate energy. I feel like this is support, basically. People that are of a like mind. This feels really good to me, the Two of Cups. This could be, yeah, since it's in your environment, you could be attracting a soulmate. You might already have a soulmate, you know, but this seems like a very great energy to have around you. This is that pathway to true love, right? Take me home. It's right here. If you're not there yet, I mean, it seems like you're on the way, because the next card is the Three of Cups, your hopes and fears, you know. So this has got to be a hope, right? It's a good card. It's a Three of Cups. It's your community, socializing. It would be a hope that these people are on the same page as you. These people are supportive of you. And that's what we're feeling here with the Two of Cups, that there's a lot of love and support around you, right now. What I find interesting about this read, because it's all very, very good and positive and with a growth mindset, we have this at the end here. Um, and this is in the outcome. So considering the rest of the cards, this is what you are freeing yourself from. It's either because we have so many cards of healing and freeing yourself and true happiness here, right? There could be, because we have this, your feelings here with the Four of Cups. You know, this could be someone coming back. This is just a warning for some of you, or a heads up, really, of either, and maybe that's where some of this unhappiness has come from. This could be someone reaching out to you that you've already walked away from, or a situation or something like that. It's coming back, almost coming back to haunt you. And it feels like you've already dealt with this issue or person, and here it is again. They keep coming back. You know, it's like, dang it. It's like that, oh, what's that Adam Driver movie, The Dead Won't Die? Oh my gosh. So it's, you know, these are things that come back to haunt us. Whether it's in your mind, I don't know. So this could be a time to finally just set yourself free of this toxic energy. It could be it's an energy vampire of some kind, right? Whether it's an actual person trying to be in contact with you, or it could be in your emotions or in the mental realm. That person is still connected to you in some way. I feel like it's time to cut those cords in your mind, and also energetically cut them. Like visualize that connection with that person and cut it. Cut those cords, release them, you know, and let it go. So I feel like this is a time of release. And there are some things that we do just have to surrender. There is, you know, this toxic energy, whatever it is, it's not meant for you to fix it, okay? These energies come in for us as a kind of a catalyst, if you will, to help us become stronger and to help us heal, to motivate us to do things, and, you know, part of our journey, right? That's how I like to see it. It is very optimistic. I mean, because when you're dealing with stuff like this, let it make you stronger, let it fertilize your growth, but you have to cut it off. So you might have to cut your losses with something, is what I just heard. Cut your losses, and, you know, by releasing that energy, that toxic energy, it frees you up to have more good things come in. So you will get repayment in a way, not from that situation or person or whatever it was. You know, you're not going to get anything back like that from something like that. They have nothing to give except for more toxicity. It will come to you in a better way from a better source. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm feeling there. So that's just for some of you. So be aware of that. Okay. And so let's look at financial pinch, lobster. You know, I'm not seeing a lot of financial stuff here, but, you know, financial pinch. There could be something coming up that you're not expecting that might cost more. You know, it could be an illness. Goodness, if you're in America, I think most of my viewers are, not all of them. These things can really come out of nowhere. So beware of that, Taurus. Oh my gosh, shark, take care. There will be a loss of material wealth. It could be that toxic energy. If someone, you're not a bank, you know, don't let people try to coerce you into their ideas. Because listen to this, if someone like this toxic energy here is trying to get you to fund their idea, or saying you owe them money, no, tell them to go to a bank. No, I can't go to the bank. Well, then you've got to work on your situation to where you can go to the bank, because you are not a bank. It's not up to you to fund these people or their things. You know, you ever watch that MK, the choosy beggars? You know, you owe me. No, I don't owe you nothing. You know what I'm saying? Let them deal with their own business. I don't feel like this is you. I feel like someone is trying to come to you and get something out of you. Cut them off. Just no. Ooh, looky there. There we have it. Psychic ability. Trust your intuition. Your intuition is going to scream at you to do no, 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 no. Send them to a bank and then just cut it off. You know, don't deal with that. Do not risk what you've earned. Let that person deal with their stuff the own way. I don't like that energy. That feels like that toxic energy right there. You know, why won't you help me? It's not your position to do that. Let them figure it out on their own. Okay? That's just a message for some of you. All right. Taurus, let me know what you thought of this reading in the comments below. Hit that like button, share, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.